Hey y'all, it's Tina. It's been a long time since I've been on the YouTubes, but I really wanted to hop on and share this hack specifically on YouTube because I just feel like it would be more accessible, and I really think that this is going to be, at least I really hope that this is going to be something that is going to be helpful for a lot of people. So today we're going to be talking about the new Savvy Minerals eyeshadow palettes and possibly one of the OG Savvy Minerals eyeshadow palette, and how to make them more user-friendly. So, if you're interested, it involves something like this and possibly something like this. So if you're interested in kind of finding out what the heck is happening here and how you can make these a little bit more user-friendly and accessible for you, then keep on watching. Okay, so I haven't been on YouTube in a long time, and that is primarily because up until the last convention a couple of weeks ago, there really hasn't been a whole lot of new Savvy going on. I also had a whole lot of life going on. So I'm excited to be back and to talk about the new palettes. Now, I did a first impression kind of review over on the Facebook group. If you're not already a member of the 14,000 member Facebook group, then head on over there. It's a really great resource for anybody, whether you're just starting out with Savvy or if you're looking to kind of expand your business with Savvy. It's just a really great resource. I have a lot of posts there about helping people find their foundation, about using the products, hacks for the products, like the one I'm going to share today. And there's just a lot of people on there that are sharing their experiences and pictures and swatches and all sorts of things. So it's just a really, really good resource. So that is Savvy Girls Guide over on Facebook. But today, and also you can find the video that I did. It was a Facebook Live where I kind of just gave my overall first impressions. And in that video, I had lots of thoughts. As anybody who's been with me for a while knows, I have lots of opinions about things that perhaps people shouldn't have strong opinions about. But that's just how I'm made. So anyway, one of my biggest gripes about these new palettes is the actual palette product casing itself. It is cardboard, and I don't have anything against cardboard palettes in general. But I feel like it doesn't look on brand for Savvy. Everything else that we've seen, like it comes in this little sleeve, and this is more on brand for Savvy. Black and sleek, classic, and then this. And it's kind of getting washed out. There you go. This looks like, your doctor's giving you a trial pack of medicine. Like this looks like the tester coming from the lab for them to try the formula out. It doesn't look like a final product, and it definitely doesn't look on brand for Savvy. The other thing that I'm not crazy about is that they have these little pans, and then they're giving you this bulky palette, and you only have the 4 in there. But if you want to use it in conjunction with, say, shadows from one of the other palettes, or for example, I have, where is it? Hold please. I have some Savvy shadows, here we go, pressed in little pans in another palette. And so if I wanted to kind of mix and match, I'd have to bring both of them if I were traveling, or if I had an event after work and I needed to touch up. So, I don't really have anything against a cardboard palette in general. It is more cost effective than other types of palettes. But I feel like it would have been awesome if they would just sell the pans and then we could mix and match as we wanted to. But then I also hear the argument that putting them together in quads like this kind of takes the guesswork, especially for people who aren't, as experienced with makeup or just starting with makeup and that sort of thing. So there are arguments on both sides. But for me personally, I don't like these palettes. not the content, not the shadows. I don't like the packaging. And I feel like there's a better way to do this. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways that you can what's called depot your palette. take these out without damaging the eyeshadows and put them in something like this, which is a magnetized palette. Ooh, you're gonna see my messy vanity. Put them in something like this so that you can then also combine them with your existing pressed shadows if you have some, or just scale it down for travel or just to throw in your purse or what have you. So I prefer this. Actually, MAC sells individual pans like this. Makeup Geek does as well, and I've been using this system with their shadows for a really, really long time, and it just works out really well. So, and it allows you to customize without having the bulk. And I'm getting a comment from Tina Olson saying that the first palette was not cardboard. No, it was not. It was plastic, and it was nice and pretty and sleek, and I don't know why they deviated from this except for perhaps price. But I'm also going to show you that there is a way to get these out as well and put all of your Savvy shadows all together. So I'm going to show you 2 different methods to do this for these cardboard palettes, and also kind of give you some other options depending on what you want to do. Okay, so we're going to just jump right on in. So the first palette that I started to depot, I just tore it up, and I'm going to show you how I did that. It's very simple. It may seem very intimidating because it is well made, but it was super easy. So you can see from here, like there are multiple layers of cardboard, and then it has like the backing, and then it also has like the top layer, the pretty layer with the names. So you have to kind of go through a couple, plus the actual palette casing itself. So you have to go through a couple of levels, but I'm going to show you on this one how I did it, and it's super easy. So hold on to your butts. You're going to be amazed at how easy this is. Okay, so I took the brush out, and then the first thing that I did, you can do this with your hands, or okay, Tina, sorry, I couldn't see the whole thing. The way that this shows the comments on the screen, I only get like 2 lines. So you can do this with your hands totally, or you can use a knife and wedge it in there and separate it. But it just as easily comes apart with a little brute force, and it will separate. Now you just want to be careful that you don't stick a finger in the eyeshadows, or bend the part where the shadow is too much, because then you're going to run the risk of damaging your shadow. Okay, see, it just rips right off. Okay, so then you need to take off. So this is all done. So then you're left with this, okay? Now this is just like wrapping paper, basically, to make the cardboard, to hold all the cardboard layers in and make it look all pretty. So you can just rip all that off. There's also magnets stuck under there, so you're gonna see some little metal pieces that just fell in my eyeshadow. So you might wanna take the little magnet parts off before you start ripping too much. Okay, so you take that first layer off, and then the cardboard is exposed. And very easily, like, these layers of cardboard will start ripping off. But you don't have to rip all the layers off. If you lift just that first layer off, I hope you can see that. The edge of that eyeshadow is exposed there. So if I just gently bend back the cardboard on that edge, I expose the pan, and it starts to lift up from the glue. You see how easy that is? Just right there on that corner. And then I can just gently, with my thumb, lift it out of the palette and take the excess off. And there you go. The other way that you can do it is, again, with the knife. I'll say that. You don't even have to destroy the palette if you don't want to. I've already done 2 in here, but I'll show you guys how I did it. So you just take a paring knife or some sort of thin knife with a point like this, and you will see around the edge of the pan where it meets the packaging, there's the thinnest little groove. And you want to gently, it's going to be hard for me to do with my contacts in because I can't see up close with my contacts, but you can gently put your knife in there and tilt back, and the pan just lifts right out, and you've preserved the palette should you want to use it for anything. Like say for instance, you want to take all these out, take all your pans out, put them in something like this, but you don't want this to go to waste. There's a solution for that. You can get little magnet stickers on Amazon. I don't have any because that's not my plan for this, but they're very inexpensive. If you just put a little bit of magnet sticker down here in this cardboard, then you can customize this palette and use this as your throw in your purse, take on a trip kind of deal. But honestly, these cost under $10 on Amazon. This one was $10 itself, so the smaller ones are even less. And the system that I use is I keep them all in like a big palette like this, and then I customize what I'm using or want to take with me in a smaller palette like that, so that I don't have to bring everything all the time. So then once you go through and you remove all of your colors, a really cool thing that you can do is get a little like sticker, and like a little round sticker. You know, they have like those file stickers that you can color code file folders with and such. You'd probably want one about the size of like a nickel or so, and you can write the shade names on the back and stick the sticker. It'll still magnetize to the palette, provided you have a magnetized palette. That is the key, is that you want to make sure that you have a magnetized palette, because these pans are completely metal, and so they will stick to the magnet. If you, for instance, have old Mac palettes that are left over, then you're going to want to use some of that magnet sticker stuff that I was telling you about and stick that on the bottom of your pans, of your eyeshadow pans, and then put the sticker with the label, and then put it in the MAC palette. So make sure you know whether the palette that you intend to use is magnetized or not. So that is 2 different ways to depot your eyeshadows from the existing cardboard packaging that it comes in. You can, like I said, very easily do it just with your hands. You don't need a knife. The thing that I don't like about the knife is that it's too easy to slip and then you gouge your shadow, or slip and gouge your finger. But it is useful if you would prefer that. The only thing with bending is you want to make sure you bend on the outside so that it does not bend the shadow pan itself, because you definitely don't want to do any damage to the shadow and waste product. The other hazard with the knife, other than gouging the shadow or cutting yourself, is that you could actually bend the side of the pan, which could then, of course, lead to product getting broken up and getting wasted. So the knife is an option, but it's not necessary. But I will show you. Just be, don't be in a rush. But it really only takes a matter of minutes, as you can see me here. The hardest part really is getting the glued cardboard off the bottom, because it's kind of fine. The finer parts of it are stuck on really, really good. So that is for the cardboard palettes. Now I'm going to give you a bonus and show you how to remove an option for removing the pans out of this. As you can see, I've already taken 2 out, and I did them 2 different ways, but I also did them without my contacts in, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do both ways today, but I'm going to show you. If you see, now my palette is extremely dirty. There's like a lip here, like right here, and there's like a crease right above that. Okay, so if you stick your knife, this you do need a knife for, unfortunately. If you stick your knife in there, you can pop up the plastic. Let's see if I can get it to come completely out, but I don't know that I will. And I know I'm going off camera, but I'm trying to keep it from falling on the ground here. There we go. See, it's popping up for me. And you can just kind of gently wedge your knife and pop up the plastic. Woo! Okay, that wasn't super gentle, but you get the point. Okay, so now that you've got that piece out, you can get a knife. I'm not going to be able to do this with my contacts in. You can get a knife and wiggle it around the edge and gently ease it out with the knife. The other thing that you can do is use a flat iron, which I'm going to try to do now. You can use a flat iron with some wax paper. Actually, I don't have wax paper. Or a hair dryer. And actually, I don't have a hair dryer. So I am batting 1,000 on this one. My hair dryer literally exploded on me this morning. It was one of those moments where my life flashed before my eyes. I am not kidding. It was very, very scary. I was drying my hair and sparks started flying. It was crazy. So I am going to try to get on the edge of the pallet here. I mean, on the edge of the pan. Oop, I gouged it. Okay, so I'm just going to explain it to you, okay? So it's glued in, okay, and this is plastic. So what you can do is take your hair dryer and run your hair dryer underneath it to kind of melt the glue a little bit, and then they should just pop out. Or you can use your knife and gently, gingerly ease them out. Both of those methods work. I used one method here and one method there. Unfortunately, I don't have the resources to show you how to do that today. Maybe I can try, I don't know. Shoot, sorry. That was not well planned, and I apologize. I really wasn't going to show this one because it is a little bit harder. But as you can see with the cardboard ones, it is super easy to do. And I just love the ease of having everything in one place. And then I can mix and match as I like. I can use them in conjunction with my other pressed savvy shades that I've done from the powder jars, and it's just super, super convenient. So that is the hack. I hope that it was helpful for you. Feel free to share this with your friends or within your oily groups or anything like that. Anybody that you think would benefit from that. And if you have any questions about anything that I shared or any of the techniques that I showed, then or explained, because I wasn't prepared to show, please put those down in the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you found this video helpful, then give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And you can also tap that little bell so that you won't miss any future uploads. Thanks again for watching. If you're not already a member of our Facebook group, you want to head over and do that and join. It's Savvy Girls Guide over on Facebook. And yeah, thanks again for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye.